Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Noreen and I create watercolor tutorials, paintings, and art supply reviews. Today I'm going to be showing you how to mix different blacks in watercolor. You might be wondering why you would want to mix a black instead of just adding a black to your palette. The reason is because when you have a painting that does incorporate black, it's not always going to be a straight, flat black color. More often it's going to be tinted with either a cooler shade or a warmer shade depending on the lighting and the other colors in your painting. Another good reason to mix your own black is because it will really pull together the piece that you're working on if the black incorporates some of the other colors that you're already using in the same piece. So let's get started. There are very many ways to create a black in watercolor. In fact, pretty much any combination of any complementary colors will create a neutral tone that you can use as a black or a shadow. I'm going to show you the most common combinations and explain how I got them and what my favorite one is. The first combination we're going to be looking at is red and green. I've chosen two reds, a warm red and a cool red, and two different mixes of green. While I do have a green on my palette, I pretty much never use it. I always mix my own green. So the first green we're looking at is French Ultramarine and New Gamboge. They're both warm colors, so it will result in a warmer green that will be a little more neutral. You'll notice that the resulting black is actually more of a brown tone. Now you can fiddle with these mixes to pull them either more to the warm side or the red side, or more towards the cooler side or the blue side, depending on how you like it. I'm just showing you how the basic color will look here. The next mix of green I'm using is going to be more of a cooler green. I'm using Phthalo Blue and Hansa Yellow Light, both of which are cool colors, and the result will be a little more of a cooler brown or a cooler black. The next combination I'm going to show you is actually my favorite out of these three possibilities, and that's blue and orange. Just like before, I'm going to show you two combinations of a warm blue and a cool blue, as well as a warm orange and a cool orange. The first blue is a French Ultramarine, and the first orange color is red Iron Oxide. Now, even though it does have red pigment in it, it's closer to an orange rusty color, which is perfect for mixing with a warm blue to make a really rich black color. The next orange we're going to look at is the Quinacridone Gold Deep from QoR. It's a really great color. If you happen to have the Quinacridone Gold from Daniel Smith, that, in my opinion, is an even better choice for this combination for both blues. I think they make really nice blacks. The second blue I'm using is Phthalo Blue, which is a cool blue, along with the red iron oxide, this is, for me, the perfect combination for a really nice neutral black. Now you can shift this either more towards the blue side or more towards the orange side, just like with any of these other combinations. An exercise like this is really great for you to, again, get to know your paints, but also understand what kind of neutral tones you can achieve and not get stuck in having to use a black or having to keep a black on your palette, because a lot of times the black pigments that you buy pre-made, even though they are a convenience, they often have multiple pigments, usually at least 3. I know there are some blacks that do have 2 pigments, but most of them have 3 pigments, which means when you mix them with your other colors, you're more than likely going to end up with a muddy color rather than something that's more vibrant and luminescent. And that's what you want to keep in your watercolor paintings. You want to have that color shine through in your piece. So it's really good to mix your own blacks. Make sure that you are using similar colors that you're already using. That keeps it really simple, makes the piece a lot more cohesive, and I think that you will be a lot more satisfied with your shadows in the end. The final combination we're going to look at is violet and yellow. Now I have one violet that I consider more of a cooler violet, and that is the Quinacridone Purple from QoR. And for the second warmer violet, I'm mixing my own out of Quinacridone Rose, which is a cool red, and French Ultramarine Blue, which is a warm blue. The first yellow that we're going to be using is Hansa Yellow Light, which is a cool yellow. Now the resulting neutral tones that you'll get from violet yellow mixes will be more earthy and brownish. I feel they're a little more natural toned than the red green combinations. These are great for landscapes, flower paintings, anything like that, because it's just a really nice natural neutral tone to use for shadows. The second yellow that we're going to look at is the New Gamboge from Daniel Smith. That's a warm orangey yellow color. This is a great combination for any kind of violet purple color. I would definitely skew your yellow more towards the yellow orange shade, as the closer you get to orange, the better of a complement it will be to your violet, depending on how cool or warm it is. If you enjoyed this tutorial and would like to see more videos like this, make sure to leave me a comment, like the video, and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.